Right guys, today I'm going to do a talk about footwear and why it's important to have conscious awareness about what sort of footwear that we should wear, okay? What's the healthiest footwear for us to wear and what's dysfunctional footwear and what it's going to create in your body, okay? So you can see here I've got two different styles of shoes. I've got your Chuck Taylor and I've got these zero shoes, okay, which are called barefoot minimalist shoes because they've got zero heel pitch in here, they've got zero elevation in here, right? And then they've got a toe box in here, which is the shape of my foot, right? Over here, I've got the Chucks. Now the Chucks are pretty sweet because they got zero drop in here, but the shape of the toe box does not necessarily promote freedom and splaying of the foot when you're walking around. And when we walk around, when the foot hits the ground, it goes, nah, nah, nah. Now, if you've got constriction in here, that is like very dysfunctional for your foot. It's sort of like almost wearing a gardening glove. Like, let's say, for this shoe, I'm wearing a gardening glove and it's one of those nice ones with rubber on it. I can move it. I've got great dexterity in my hand and I'm going to have great health in my hand. This one here would be like wearing a glove that's two sizes too small with thick rubber bits on it that where I don't have much dexterity. I can use a little bit, but it's pretty shitty and it's going to promote bad hand health, okay? It's really important, right? So the toe box, right? You can see how my foot is naturally going to fit into this one, whereas my foot's going to be crammed into this one. A lot of us fit our feet into crammed shoes. I was doing it for a long time. I've got size 14 feet and I try and cram my feet into size 13s because it's hard for me to find shoes, but I've found a great source of finding like healthy footwear for my feet. So I'm pretty pumped about that. And I thought that I should educate you guys about more in depth about why footwear is so important, okay? So your feet carry you through life from when you're born to when you die. They are so important. It is the foundation of our connection to the earth. Now, if you're going to be wearing footwear that's going to be retarding the ability of your foot, you can expect a domino effect throughout your body. Knee pain, hip pain, spine pain, neck pain, head pain, and other imbalances throughout your body, okay? When we're wearing shoes that like push our toes and constrict our foot, let's think that like reflexology. All the nerve endings in your body end up down in your feet and they can work with any organ, any area in your body throughout your feet in reflexology. Okay, so when we go shoes and they're going like this, that is compressing that is disrupting the flow of energy going throughout your body. 100%. When you're wearing a shoe like this that has a toe box and your feet can splay, it creates much more health and much more fluency and flow within your body and your feet, okay? Having a good toe box on your footwear is very important, okay? There's another aspect of footwear that is extremely important, and that this is the heel pitch in here, okay? All my shoes have zero heel pitch because what happens is when you have a heel pitch, that's the back of the heel, underneath the heel where they had those ear soles and all sorts of shit. It's just like this, right? If we were looking at an anatomical chart of the body, my skeletal system wants to be on my feet, obviously, then my ankle in the middle of my ankles, which is in line in the middle of my knees, and it's in line in the middle of my hips, and in line in the middle of my pelvis, in line in the middle of my shoulders, and in line through the middle of my ear. So it promotes like upright stature of my body, okay, which promotes good flow. It promotes good flow within my body, okay. When I have a heel, raised up heel in my shoe, elevation in there. So this is me standing in bare feet. This is Albie's body standing in bare feet, and it's great. It's promoting fluency. It's promoting suspension, right? When I put a heel under here, I've got like a little book here. This is about maybe 6-7 mil, okay? I put it under there. You can see it puts it off the point of balance, right from the ground up. And look at that. This thing's what, 500 high? And it puts it off tilt, off axis. Huge amount, okay? So I'm about 187, 190 centimeters tall. If I was to wear shoes like this, that would be putting me on an axis like this. Now, my body's not going to do that, is it? So what happens is that you end up getting a pelvic tilt, which is called lordosis, anterior pelvic tilt of the body, which is when I get a hollow lower back in here. And then I'm not going to stand like that. So then what happens is that I end up getting curvature of the upper spine, kyphosis like this, and then my neck ends up protruding forward. When I'm going like this is compression of the body, okay? When I have compression in my body, it is exactly the same as this. This is good circulation throughout my hand. You can see it's a little bit pink, right? When I get compression in my body, from the footwear, from the foundation, putting me out of access. My body gets compression in it. It restricts the flow of blood. It restricts the flow of fluid in my body. Now, your body operates entirely off fluid, right? It needs to have fluency and good flow of your blood, of your lymphatic system, right throughout your body. If you're constricting that, you create blockages, okay? And when you have this raised heel under here, and it creates a misalignment in here, you end up with like misaligned skeletal system. When you end up with like a dysfunctional skeletal system and an unstable skeletal system, you end up getting pain in your feet, pain in your knees, pain in your hips, pain in your back, pain in your shoulders, pain in your neck, pain in your head, pain in your arms, pain down in your elbows and your hands, okay? And that can all stem from the footwear you are wearing. It is extremely important to be conscious of the footwear you are wearing. I can't actually reiterate enough, like, you know, how much do you use your feet? Every fucking day, right? So you need to pay attention to what you're putting your foot into and like the health of your feet, not taking it for granted. Pay some appreciation to them by making a conscious decision about what sort of footwear that you wear. Now, it took me a while to build up an accumulation, it took me a while to accumulate a good amount of these shoes for all different occasions, and I've got them all here, so I'm going to show you. Okay, so I've got zeros here. These are more my dress shoes, my going out shoes. I've got a black pair, I've got a nice brown pair. These are leather, all right? I've got some Lems. These are also toe box. These are nice dress boots that I got going on. You can see the toe box there, right? They're all zero drop. There's no raise in the heel. Okay, then I've got some more Lems. These are a wonderful pair of shoes there. These are suede. Those are really comfortable to wear. I've got some more zeros here. These are my training shoes. These are trainers. These are trainers. These are trainers. These are both zeros. These are trail hiking boots that I wanted and needed to go hiking in. Right, these are some of my old zeros that I've got, and I end up recycling all my shoes because I'm an absolute beast in my shoes. These are my old tramping boots that I had. These are lawns and gardening shoes. These still get used for a bit of working out just so I don't fuck them up because I savage them. Sometimes I'll wear Vans, but if I'm going to wear Vans, I need to wear size 14 Vans. Now, I haven't been able to find any size 14 Vans to buy, but this is what happens to my footwear. This is why I got so many pairs of shoes. These were 6 weeks old, and then I just busted them up like that, okay? Now, these are wide set Vans, so they are sort of more okay-ish than what your Chuck Taylor is, okay? Your Chuck Taylor is a totally different shape to those, right? What we want is we want to be looking for that wide toe box and we want to be looking for zero heel pitch. So both of these shoes provide zero heel pitch, but this has got a wider toe box than what this one does. Now, I have so many pairs of shoes going on here because like what I'm really hard on my shoes. I'm a big guy. I'm about 110 kilo. I'm about 1.87 centimeters tall, so 6'3", and I put a lot of weight through my shoes, through my feet, and I end up bucking them up. So I needed a nice array of footwear to be able to wear, and it is ultra important for me, for my health and the way that I feel, that I have good footwear underneath me and carrying me through my life. And I hope that you guys find it helpful, the information that I've shared with you today, and why it's so important that you have healthy footwear. Okay, all good. I'll put some links of the shoes that I wear in the comments, and yeah, you can go and have a look and find out for yourself and try some on. Kia ora.